Yo, I just watched Tyler Perry's new movie, Straw. Yo, this video is brought to you by YourNexusRewards.com. Find out how you can start building a monthly recurring income just by showing people how to save money. To check it out for yourself, go to YourNexusRewards.com or click that first link in the description. Alright, so a few months ago I was on YouTube and I seen a trailer pop up from a new Tyler Perry movie. So I watched the trailer and it was starring Taraji P. Henson, Sherry Shepherd, and Tiana Taylor. I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh shit, this looked like old school Tyler Perry. This looked like this gonna be something. This looked like this gonna be dope, right? So I made a note to be like, all right, when this movie come out, I'm watching it the day it comes out, and sure enough, I did. Now I do want to say, the last few Tyler Perry movies I really didn't like. Alright, and I know a lot of people have been shitting on Tyler Perry movies lately. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, a couple of them, you know what I mean, I wasn't feeling. Like just real corny, something that makes sense. It was just a mess, right? But when I seen that Taraji was in this, I'm like, Taraji don't be doing no bullshit. So I'm curious to see, even though the last Tyler Perry movie's been kind of trash, like, would Taraji actually be in a trash movie, right? So I definitely had to check this out, and I did. So let's get into it. Now, what is Straw about? Straw is about a single mom played by Taraji, all right? And she basically just having really, really bad luck, all right? Like, she wakes up and just everything that happens to her that whole day is just bad luck. She constantly getting put in these situations where it's just it goes from bad to worse to just ridiculousness, right? So in the movie, she gets caught up in a situation where she's basically being accused of robbing a bank, right? But she's claiming like, yo, I didn't really rob this bank, but everybody thinks she robbed this bank. So what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What is gonna happen? Did she really rob the bank? What the hell's going on? So what did I think about this movie overall? I honestly liked it. Alright? Like, I was pleasantly surprised with the overall movie. Now, if I'm keeping it real, there were some times with some of the acting seemed like a little cheesy. Some of the lines, I'll say, seemed a little cheesy, seemed a little robotic, and I'm kind of like, eh. And then there was times where I felt the movie kind of dragged a little bit. Like, it should have been a little more going on from time to time. But ultimately, the story was a good story. Now, even though at times I said I thought the movie dragged a little bit and was kind of slow, Taraji put on a performance. Taraji is no damn joke. Like, she the truth. Like, she gave that drama, she gave you that emotion, that passion, like that she's always known for. You know what I'm saying? Like, she top of the line when it comes to acting, straight up. Like, so she, even at times where I felt like, yo, this shit kind of slow, like, what's, come on, man, move it along, like, what's up? Like, she would come in, like, her character was so powerful and emotional, like, it would make up for like the dragging, in my opinion, of the movie. But overall, I really did like the entire cast. I like the fact that Tyler Perry put Sinbad, you know what I'm saying, the comedian. You know, you ain't seen him in a while. I know he was having health issues, but he got a nice little small role in this movie, which I really like to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Sinbad fan from back in the 90s. Sinbad, one of the funniest comedians ever. But it was good to see him in this movie, like, acting, right? So that was real cool. Now, we gotta talk about the ending, right? Every review I do, no matter what it is, what genre, I gotta talk about the ending. And this ending was dope. I gotta say, and I think this is why I like this movie so much. Maybe it was kind of slow and boring at times, but I think the ending, it just made up for it, because I didn't see this shit coming. I did not see that ending coming at all. It didn't even cross my mind, even though a lot of movies are kind of using this kind of format. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But damn, I done seen this type of thing happen a lot, but I did not see that coming with this movie. I didn't. So that ending was tough. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. Matter of fact, we was watching and my wife was like, whoa, shit, rewind that. Right? She said rewind it. And I grabbed the remote and I'm like, baby, how the hell you rewind it? You know what I'm saying? Because with Netflix, you got to like tap it, then tap it again. And I was confused. But she's like, yo, we got to watch that shit again. I'm like, okay. And sure enough, I'm like, that was tough. That was tough. You know what I'm saying? I rock with that. You know what I mean? Like, good job, Tyler Perry. Damn good job on that one. And shout out to, like I said, Sherry Shepherd's character was dope. Tiana Taylor was dope. The cast was dope. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, Tyler Perry, Straw. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Right? 4 out of 5. And it could have been a strong 3, but that ending, I bumped that shit to 4. You know what I'm saying? Damn good job. And maybe I'm a little diluted because, like I said, Tyler Perry's last few movies were so bad. Maybe this movie was just average, but it just looked way better than it really is because of his last few movies. But ultimately, I think this was a good ass movie. Like I said, overall, I really liked it. So if you haven't seen Straw yet, I would highly recommend that you check it out. And if you have seen it, comment below. Let your boy know what you think. If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating.